Hi everyone, 12 News meteorologist Stephen Matrigrano here with a Weather Now update for you on this Thursday. Seeing the blue sky, sunshine, much cooler temperatures out there for today. Only going to be topping out, around 60 degrees or so. So certainly looking at below average temperatures now. Here's, of course, Newport, blue sky, sunshine out there, good weather. Similar story in Lincoln, so at least no weather concerns. It is gusty, though, out there, breezy at times. And those gusts could be as high as about 25 miles per hour or so. Temperatures in the 50s across the board. So, again, only getting about, 10 degrees warmer than where we are right now. And as we go into tonight, looking at some much colder air expected. We're going to have some clear skies and some light winds. And that combination really helps to cool the surface down because it allows the heat that builds up during the daytime hours at the surface to escape and rise. So with that said, we're looking at a frost advisory and a freeze warning for much of the area. You can see the areas around the water, including Providence and down the East Bay, have a frost advisory, whereas a lot of the inland areas have that freeze warning. So certainly some cold air is on the way for tonight into early tomorrow. Satellite and radar, quiet weather that we're looking at as high pressure is in control of our weather. Three key things. Cool this afternoon, freeze and frost forward tonight into early tomorrow. Watching, of course, that weekend coastal storm that we've been talking about all week and looking to see those impacts Sunday, especially later in the day, and as we go into Monday of next week. So for this afternoon, sunshine, dry, temperatures in the 50s. Again, chilly. We'll be topping out near 60 at times in the afternoon, but for the most part, we're going to be in the 50s all day long. And let's talk about that coastal storm that we are watching for the second half of the weekend and into early next week. Low pressure develops off the southeastern coast of the U.S. It moves up the coastline over the course of the weekend, and you can see we're going to be looking at a lot of rain from the system, some gusty winds, and also, we're going to be looking at a low pressure to the south and a high pressure to the north. So those two systems working together are going to be funneling in a pretty strong easterly, northeasterly wind for us here in southern New England. So we're going to be looking at some gusty winds alone just from that. And as that storm gets closer to us, we'll see that, winds also be stronger. Notice Jerry out there to the right-hand side of your screen. That system will be a hurricane as it passes by Bermuda and moves northeast out to sea. So Jerry's not going to be a factor for us. But again, I'm watching this system here to bring some heavy rainfall, gusty winds, and of course coastal erosion as well as we go into later Sunday and into Monday, as this system kind of moves into our south and west there across the coast of Jersey and just kind of hangs out for a little bit, kind of almost stalls out, and just continues to give us the shower chances and the rain into Monday and into Monday night. So this system, more of a long duration storm that will be lasting, for a couple of days here. So here's just some input, on the forecast here for the coastal storm. Nice on Saturday. Saturday is the day to get out and enjoy the weather and definitely take advantage of the dry weather. Rain starts by midday Sunday. Some guidance wants to get that rain in here sooner, but for the most part right now, the consensus is that the middle part of the day on Sunday looks to be when the rain begins. And again, especially for the second half of the day. And that continues with rain and drizzle at times through Monday. Northeasterly winds, just very gusty at times, 35 to 50 miles per hour. Waves will be building, of course, and some beach erosion and coastal erosion as well. So here's your 3-day forecast. Again, Saturday is the pick of the weekend. Looking much more, unsettled as we go into Sunday and Monday of next week. So that's a check of your forecast. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll talk to you soon. Take care.